Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fortnite Save the World video. In this video I will show you an update for Ridge Amplifier for Twine Peaks Endurance. I know that a lot of you are confused about that. Why I never rebuilt or update this amp. Here is the thing. Ridge Amplifier is the weirdest amplifier I have ever seen. For some people, like my alt account, Ridge is flawless since day one, and smashers follow any loop bridge you build. For others, myself included, have a weird bug, where a lot of times, smashers don't recognize the amp during wave 22, no matter what build you use or the loop bridge. But during wave 26, which is the worst wave for this amp, smashers follow the loop bridge easily, which is weird. I never recognized the issue with wave 22 since I use max traps damage and durability most of the times, so smashers don't even reach the end of the tunnel, they will die before that. I had to remove half of the tunnel traps to see that. Here's what may happen during wave 22 for who has this issue. Smashers will reach the end of the tunnel, and since they don't recognize the amp, they will walk back to the tunnel again, charging on any walls in front of them. Even I tried it once without any tunnel. I covered all the area with ceiling electric field traps and drop traps without using a single wall, and here is what happened. Smasher didn't go to the amp at all, and after a while they just despawned. You won't believe me if I said I tested over 10 builds for this amplifier. Like a recycle build, sky base build, a different loop bridge, or an amp design. The best one was the recycle build, where I built the main path here with wall and floor launchers. The main pass is here. And all the husk will fall down here. And we'll walk all this way back again to reach the amplifier. Which was amazing. It cost less than half of the old build, plus you will only need 10 to 15 traps. It worked very well during wave 26. But still, during wave 22 is a smasher spawned, the same thing will happen, smashers will charge when they reaches the end of the tunnel. I will continue working on this recycle build, and the best thing to do is to avoid spawning smasher to avoid that bug. If everything went well, I will make a video about it, but for now I will show you few edits for the old build, which will help a lot of you have that bug. Plus it will save around 20 to 30 structures. By the way, after last update, this weird bug may happen to Hill Amp South direction during wave 19. Only the south direction that may get this thing, and only wave 19. But during wave 29 smashers and mini bosses won't be an issue. Like last time I tested, during wave 29 all the 4 mini bosses and 2 smashers were looping on the bridge easily. So let's hope they fix this thing soon. Well, a lot of things actually, it's a habit now, every update we get a new weird thing. Anyway, let's start with the edits for Ridge Amplifier. First, let's remove the extra structures. It will help a lot even if you don't have that thing during wave 22. Remove all of these block-offs. I built them with wood so you can recognize them easily. These are enough, but you can add more if needed. Add these cones here. As an extra block off for home base north direction build. You can add healing wall spikes too, if you move around a lot. But if you always stay at the AFK spot, no need for any wall spikes. I added these floor with anti-air traps for the love lobbers bug, but it's gone long time ago, no need for these traps anymore, so remove them. Also, the 2 floors here with anti-air traps, you can remove them too. For my alt account, these 2 floors may shift the bomb above the tunnel here. Remove only the trap, keep the floor. And the floor with the trap here. For the spawn here. If you added a floor where they spawn, it will shift the spawn down. So you can remove these structures. Till now we saved 30 structures and added 3, so in total 27. You can remove these 2 walls too, but it's better to keep them. And these drop traps too, but keep them if any lobbers target the block-offs in your base. Now we saved 35 structures. The edits will save another 20 to 30 structures as well. By the way, if you had any issue with the mini-bosses destroying the loop bridge, check this video. Now for the edits. This will save 4 structures. You can add a floor and an edited wall here if you want, but no need. I will rebuild this part to make it easier. Don't add a wall here, because the spawn will destroy it. This part now is much cheaper and efficient. You can add a wall darts trap behind the sound wall here if you want more damage. You can add another sound wall here, but I will use broadside for more damage. There is a block off here. You can remove it if you are always at the AFK spot. But if you move a lot, keep it. To avoid any husk pathing to here. And if you needed more block-offs here, add some. For me, these block-offs are more than enough. Add some pillars here, to help the wall launchers to catch more husk, plus it makes the path longer. But these pillars may trigger the smashers, so if you had any issue with it, remove them. A lot of people ask me about these 2 floors here, why freeze traps? I use that to control the propanes during wave 10, to avoid any damage to the ramp up. But you can replace them if you want. For some people, this wall triggered the smashers. So remove it just in case. So if they don't recognize the amp, still, instead of charging inside the tunnel, they will follow the tunnel and will try to charge at the last tile, but the traps will kill them before that. If the husk destroy this ramp up, edit it to half stair like this. And remove this wall if the smashers charge on it. Most of the smashers will come from this way during wave 22. Now the tunnel is more efficient and much cheaper. But if you don't have enough traps damage or durability, smashers may pass through the tunnel without dying, and if they reach the last tile they will start charging on the build if you have that weird bug in your base when smashers don't recognize the amp. So, here's a thing you can do, since we already saved about 50 structures. It's not the best, but it's a quick and temporary fix for now. It won't cause any issues or anything since it will be just some random roofs. Add some roofs like this with ceiling drop traps. It will clear most of the early wave, even wave 12. Most of the husk won't even reach the tunnel. You can add some here too. Nothing particular, just some random roofs with ceiling drop traps. Again, it's a temporary thing till the new build, since it may take a while to finish the new build with all these bugs. Now since we already added ton of damage with the drop traps, most of the husk won't reach half of the tunnel, except the smashers and mini bosses. So replace all these gas traps with zapper traps. Zapper's damage is insanely high, none of the smashers will be able to pass through all of them. You don't need all of these drop traps if you have good traps damage and durability. Check this video to know how to increase your traps damage. And this video to know how to increase your traps durability. These edits should fix any issues you have till I finish the new build. And that's it. Don't forget to use code Larsis in the item shop if you want to support me. Here's a gameplay clip for Wave 5 with all these edits. Hope you enjoy it, and as always, see you in the next one.